always in the west. Going to get the jar something magic cave. I never really learned to stab octoroks right in the face. I'll lock the game and reset too. You see my XP is counting up all the time. There's no swag move that I won't do. I'll lock the game and reset too. Dream of item pickups, leave the screen without fear. Trapped in limbo, the level up screen won't appear. I joined the Zelda 2, all keys turning race. Never comprehending the race had long gone by. I'll lock the game and reset too. You see my XP is counting up all the time. There's no swag move that I won't do. I'll lock the game and reset too. My XP is running high. I'll lock the game and reset too. I've changed my gameplay and it's getting better all the time. There's no swag move that I won't do. I'll lock the game and reset too. My XP is running high. I'll lock the game and reset too. You see my XP is counting up all the time. There's no swag move that I won't do. I'll lock the game and reset too. 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 I'll lock the game and reset too.
Yeah, Guy, what is going on?
Not much. What's up, Blair?
Not much at all. It's Angry Larry with Justin Man 114 for this hot 100% all keys action.
This is gonna be hot. And that intro by CF there, amazing as usual. But yeah, it looks like they're just getting ready. Got one ready in IRC and one waiting. This should be a good race.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a bad CF song ever.
No, I mean everything he spits out is pretty much gold. That's stuff he did for the Olympics we carried earlier this year. Was that this year? I can't even remember. Was that last year?
That was February, yeah. No, actually March.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Talented with the music.
Absolutely. How is
and the
everyone
lyrics.
doing? How's everyone doing tonight? Here we go. CF versus darkmagician1184.
And CF's going left, so he's already going to get reprimanded by me in the post-race commentary.
We don't like to go left anymore?
Not in this category. Messes up the spawn coming out of the cave. Although, looks like he already messed up the cave anyway, so I don't think he really cares. See if either of these guys can get the bag here. I think DM... he could have actually still tried for the strat, but a little too slow. See if CF gets one. Nope. Oh, and DM gets a fairy. So already off to a fun start. He's going to have to worry about another encounter. There it is.
I guarantee he's already tilted by that fairy.
Yeah, and he does get to the town a little bit before CF. I actually didn't see CF. He must have taken... Did he also take an encounter, or did his cave was just that much slower, I guess?
His cave was just that much slower, yeah.
Yeah. So, boring beginning part of the game, you guys all know. We're grabbing shield. We're grabbing a heart container, magic container, hopefully getting bubble skip, and then we're going to the first palace, so... DM chugging down the rest of his drink, getting prepared for this long run. You guys can't see it, but we'll paint the picture for you.
Yeah, you know, I should have cropped in DM's face cam because, you know, his runs go to crap when the cat jumps on his lap.
Yeah, it's always the best. DM cam is a good time.
Especially when he wears a Mexican wrestling mask with his glasses over the mask. That's my favorite. He's got another encounter right there. He's tilted.
Yeah, he is not going to be happy about that one. That's a bad encounter to get it. It kind of gets under your skin a little bit.
That brings CF right behind them right now as they're going to exit this cave within seconds of each other.
Yeah, we're going to see how they both set up the bubble skip. Should be about the same setup, and then we'll just see if they get favorable spawn patterns here. DM looks like he nailed it, and...
CF got caught from behind before he got there.
Yeah, CF actually timed that well. Unfortunately, that large encounter's hitbox kind of skews to the right side a little bit there, so if that was a small encounter, I think he makes it.
I think DM's senior yearbook quote was, I skew to the right side.
Here we go. DM's going for reverse bubble skip. He doesn't get it. It's one thing he loves to throw in there. Only saves a little bit of time to get it in reverse, and it's nearly impossible to actually get to happen in runs, so I have seen him succeed doing it.
Yeah, in practice, DM has been just like pegging 81 minutes every single time he runs.
Yeah, which is not bad if he's doing just no resets. His PB is certainly better than that.
78-10.
Yeah, and I think his skill is actually probably above that PB as well. Like most people who run this game, really. CF getting a little desert encounter on the way to P1, unfortunately. And he is in there now. Both these guys are going to be looking for double pbags in here to get attack 4. We didn't see either of them go early trophy for the extra XP, and they didn't get the 50 bags, so we're going to need some serious luck to get attack 4. They also could feasibly get a 50 bag in the palace, but that's super rare. You don't see it too often.
How many small... Well, I guess it depends on how many bots you kill, but CF took a couple encounters on the way to Palace 1 and killed a few things extra. He killed he killed the Orange Korea, but then he killed the Geldarms in the desert encounter on his way to P1, so he shifted that a little bit. So he might get
he could see 2, yeah. Usually you only see 1, unless you're really getting trolled by bots and you gotta kill a lot of them. But we'll see. I'm not sure if it's something that's in his mind to even go for it. Usually in a race, I will actually count my small drops in P1 just to have that one extra chance if I didn't get the 50 bag in the cave. But it's, I mean, I've gotten the Palace 50 before, more than once, but it's just so rare. It's kind of just a shot in the dark hope kind of thing.
It's 1 in 8 in the base game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's of course those RNG spikes everywhere, but it roughly averages out, I think, to 1 out of 8. Whereas the large drops are 50-50. We'll jump over the tin suit there for DM.
Yeah, DM practiced Splatterhouse Jungle Graffiti before this, and all he did was jump throughout the whole game. It was annoying.
I have neglected to even practice that yet. I have a problem with procrastination, but I'm sure I'll throw it in the next few days. I'm gonna need to.
Yeah, Elite Season 7 is coming at you. But first we have this match.
What is that? Monday we kick it off, I think?
Yeah, Monday is the first day to schedule races, and Dark Magician is in the tournament. CF is not in the tournament. He declined.
Ah. Well, I'm hoping he will still be putting up some music for us.
He is the official musician of the Elite Tournament, yes.
So DM's in a little bit of trouble health-wise here. He does cast Shield just to be safe here. And he did get his drop, but it was not a 50 bag. He actually looked like he was prepared for it, so he was going for it. But no luck. I didn't see if CF already had a drop. And CF also in a little bit of health trouble now, and he unfortunately didn't manipulate the bubbles down here, so they're all in his way. Oh, careful! There he goes.
Yeah, got bodied there.
Yeah, there's a way to, if you stab that elevator before you transition down, if you stab the left side of the wall and push Link to the right, it'll actually make all these bubbles have a slightly lower pattern, so you can, if you don't have beams, you can hit them and stun them. That higher pattern is fine if you do have beams, but otherwise it's almost impossible to manage without stopping.
1 P bag for Dark Magician.
Yep, he's 1 for 2. He's gonna need that other one. He is gonna grab the fairy. Small time loss, but worth it. He's down to 1 health, so.
By the way, with CF's death, you saw his screen name, his file names. Roses are red, violets are blue, DFTG, and DFTU2, I think it was, something like that.
Fantastic. Let's see if DM can get a second bag here. He is going to at least get to fight Horsehead with attack 3 regardless of what happens because of the early bag. And no dice. So unfortunately, you can see that DM is exactly, well, not exactly, but just the 50 short he would have needed for that if he got that 50 bag anywhere. And instead he takes life 2, which is a smart move, so he's going to get a free 100 XP here at the gem, which gets him a little bit closer to attack 4, which he's going to be getting somewhere in Death Mountain, likely.
Yeah, talking before about DM and resetting when he practices, he doesn't normally unless something really goes bad. So he is very skilled on... He's practiced attack 3 Death Mountain more than he has attack 4, put it that way.
Yeah, I do watch him do a lot of no resets. I think it's such a long game, he just, resetting over and over, it's just not fun. And he's at the point still, his PB is still, I don't want to say soft, but like, he's still got time saved throughout the run, so even if he starts kind of poorly, he can always make that up.
P-bag for CF.
Yeah, so he also gets attack 3 for the fight, which is no small thing. It's 8 hits versus 11 on Horsehead, so it does make it a little easier. But yeah, he won't unfortunately get attack 4. We will have an even race, at least, as far as attack levels go.
He might jump the gem.
Yeah, we could see that. It takes about, I want to say, 45-50 seconds to get through again. Nope. Places that bad boy. And he skips life, which I'm not sure he meant to do. I've done that before by accident. And he will not be able to take life 2 now until after attack 4.
And he's also down 1 life as well, so if he gets into a bad situation in Death Mountain, he might not even reach 1,000 XP.
Yeah, that's true. We always hope to see the runners at least get to that hammer, you know, before you game over. If you're low on lives in there, then you can at least get back. I mean, if you died in there, you'd obviously have to go back to the room you died in, or game over, I should say. But at least you can break the boulders on the way instead of having to go all the way around the long way.
I was really hyped to see if anyone did Dark Death Mountain, and I was going to set it up as well, but, you know, then CF's song came on, and I got too excited. I forgot all about it.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen any Dark DMs this tournament so far. I'm not sure we're going to. It's, in my opinion, way too hard for it to be worth it, especially in a race, but some people do prefer it. It does guarantee the attack level. Dark Magician has a ladder that's clearly cheating. Just going right through the floor there.
So you know how we have that inside joke about people's carts? This guy has an extra key, this guy despawns
Yeah.
Picula. I swear Dark Magician always has that ladder go right through that platform.
So you can actually, if you don't do the pattern that we normally would do in that room, that kind of always happens. I don't know why, but it's because of the fact the way he... Like, normally we would jump to that second one and kill it with like a backstab, but if you just leave it there for whatever reason, it just continues walking and clips right through the blocks, so...
Just pieces out. Dark Magician
Yeah.
didn't get south enough, I don't think, in his walk to Bagu, so he got that encounter.
Yeah, and I think he just took a death, correct?
He did, right inside.
Yeah, so we're back even on lives. And, yeah, not getting a good Bagu walk. I think he's taking a little bit of a deep breath here. It's gonna be okay. CF is navigating his way now through Jump Cave. Meg says she might do Dark DM for her final race of the tournament.
I mean, I don't want to cause an argument, but I believe that's the preferred strat if you want to go fast in this game. I would do it.
I mean, if you can do it, I
can't do it. If I could do it, I would do it probably.
I can't even do it that well. I spent like a week trying to do a run with Dark DM just to see if I could do it, and like I finally like did one that was, I think it ended up being a sub 80 barely, but I think at the time I was doing it, my PB was like a 77 or something, so it's not easy, even if you know the game.
CF goes to Bagu from the south and walks into the encounter tile to the directly below where Bagu's house is.
Yeah, he's hanging out with some bouncy cats right now. Oh, and he takes a hit. Another life gone.
Did you just die here? Get your lives back?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he's gonna do. He could get the one up. Well, he's already kind of past it, but he could go up to the swamp and get that one up early. But no, it looks like he's just gonna roll.
That would be an intentional death, and he wouldn't be able to do that, right? If he just does what I said, just die now. Get your
Oh no,
lives
he
back.
can do that.
Okay.
He can do that if he wants. I mean, he just would have to return to wherever he. We allow intentional whatever if you want to. I mean, there's no place where gaming over is gonna save you time in this run. So, just for race purposes, in case someone does game over, we allow it.
Yeah, I think the old rules were that you only allowed to intentional game over inside a Great Palace.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I don't think anyone would complain if he intentionally game overed.
No, and honestly, it might be the smarter of the strategies to go into Death Mountain with 3 lives as opposed to 1. Because what if he dies getting to the hammer? Or he gets the hammer,
Yeah.
comes back out, and he dies to, you know, whatever, like a bouncy cat he leaves over or something. He's got to come all the way back through Death Mountain. You can go the back way, like you said, but you still got to get to that room and then come back out.
Exactly. Yeah, ideally he wants to get fully back out after getting the hammer, like, but you're not really going to die anywhere there. Like, once you're out, you know, you're not going to die grabbing the magic container or, like, you know, walking across the desert to go to that cave on the right. I guess it's possible if you take an encounter or something. Unlikely, though. We'll see. It looks like he's going to roll with 1 life.
Well, Dark Magician just took 2 axes to the face, and that's not good for him.
He still has 1 life. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he's clearly a little upset with himself. And probably upset with the game, because it is kind of trolly when they give you the double axe. Like, when you're in midair and you really can't even defend yourself against it, you kind of just land on it. I'm surprised he used the life cast there just to get the beams back. On 1 life, he was only missing half a bar and he had full magic, but now he can't cast it again.
Well, he's set up for a drop here, right?
Yep. And it is a jar. It's kind of like, you kind of, on attack 3, really, you want pbags in, but of course, it's like a catch-22, because usually you're taking more damage at attack 3, so you kind of want the jars also. But he should be okay. They're going to be at least needing 1 or 2 bags by the end of P2 to get their levels correct.
He's going to cast life after this Dyra as well for the beams for the... Yeah, there you go. There he goes.
Yeah, he is. And there's his attack level. So the rest of DM should be a little easier for him.
Meanwhile, CF takes 2 hits on his way out and is down to 2 bars of health.
Yeah, so let's see if he can get through this red Dyra. This is a tough room, especially if the bot's troll. Looks like he's mentally preparing. There's a troll bot a little bit. Alright, gets through there. I think he wants a blue jar. So he can... actually, he wouldn't be able to cast jump. I think he wanted that red jar up there, but he needs 2 bars to cast jump here. Or, sorry, 3 bars at magic 1. So yeah, he wouldn't be getting that.
Never see anyone do what Rez taught me to do. Well, not really taught me to do it, but informed me about is... Enter, hammer cave, leave, come back in. The hammer room. Leave, come back in, and despawn the first enemy. Definitely with DM with 2... Already at attack 4, and with 2 bars of health. I mean, it screws you up the rest of the way with your drops, but you can probably manage that somewhere, kill an extra enemy, or whatever.
Yeah, I would say something like that's risky on attack 3, because like every bit of XP kind of ends up mattering, but I mean, the only extra enemies you could kill would be in encounters and stuff, because P2, you just kill everything you possibly can. But yeah, I guess if it's a means or a matter of like survival, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and CF did lose all that experience. So, well, actually, no, he did not, because he got... No, he just took life 2 now, yeah. So he missing that life 2 outside of leaving P1 did wind up hurting him in the end, because now he lost all the experience total and starting over.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get a lot of that back by the time he gets there. DM going for a terrible strat that nobody likes. Getting it to work. Even without the back spawn.
Things looking at a map right now.
Not sure Yeah, what kind of map? What kind of map are we talking about here?
I think he's looking how to go to back way. Well, he didn't get the hammer, so
Yeah, I didn't get the hammer. Pondering, continuing, maybe?
Maybe. I mean, there's probably a small threshold when you're playing this game in a tournament. It runs 90 minutes long, and then you game over. Certainly early on, you know, because who knows, it might happen to Dark Magician, who's going to pick up an extra life here, and then one in a little while, so he'll be back up to 2 extra lives, or 2 more lives. But certainly a game over can happen to him as well.
Yeah, he's going to be down just the 1. Assuming he takes no more unintentionals, so he will have to skip at least a death abuse in P4 if he wants to have 2 for the end game.
I mean, I'll just set this up. Not even just the game over, but what about a missed menu of your levels as well?
Oh yeah, we've seen that already a lot actually in the tournament. So, and especially in a race, I mean, really in any run, it's as simple as, you know, your menu pops up, you press up on the D-pad to go to cancel, and your up input doesn't take, but you still press start. So you end up taking whatever level you were selecting, or something as simple as that, or you press up twice by accident, or just any little accidental input, and then you're just so used to just doing it quickly that if you miss an input and then press start, you don't even realize it till after you do it, and then it's just gone. It's over.
I think Unos did that with his Magic 7 level, where you just totally skipped
in P6.
Yeah, and then just had to no, actually going to Great Palace.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant he accidentally took Magic 7 like in P6 instead of skipping it. Yeah.
No, he skipped it, and then, you know, obviously it's like 9,000 XP in the next level.
Yeah. Yep, simple stuff like that will get you. I've taken, I mean, I had a run, I think it was just a PB attempt maybe a month or so ago, where I was on really good pace coming to the end of P2. I had so much luck. I got all kinds of pbags, so I was like delaying my life level till the end of the palace. And then I normally don't do that, so I wasn't really ready when the screen popped up for it to already be on magic. I thought it was just going to be on life, and I pressed start, and it just, like, right before Helmet Head completely ruined the run, because taking Magic 3 there means I need like 500 more XP than I had to clear the threshold. So,
you know what the best part about this run is going to be right now?
What's that?
As soon as the timer hits the 1 hour mark, I don't know if that 1 is going to be on the screen or not on the screen.
Yeah, we'll find out. We can just pretend the whole race started over.
I can switch it to Roman numerals.
Oh, that would be fantastic. I'm sure everyone would love that.
Oh, I did that for the Dragon Warrior randomizer tournament.
I remember that.
Yeah, and everyone just flipped their crap. Like it was the most serious
Should
thing
have
in
done
the world.
middle splits too.
What's that?
Should have done middle splits too.
Yeah, I didn't think it was worth that much effort. Well, here's the thing. Like when it does like 35, well, that's a bad example, but yeah, when it does like 29, it doesn't do like XXIX 29. It does like 2 and then IX for the 9. So it looks weird because it does it on an individual number. Yeah, well, I mean, because it's working on individual numbers. It's not working on 54. And I couldn't find a way to, you know, have to make something myself. But next year. We'll do it next year.
Yeah, all right. That's fair. Max wants to know what your favorite color of Starburst is, Larry.
My favorite color is... See, I like to mash the lemon and the orange together and eat them. Or like a lemon and a cherry.
That sounds amazing.
I hate everything.
I'm a big fan of mixing.
Yeah, I don't like the strawberries ones. And like if they're going to start forcing apples into my Starburst... Because I bought Starburst jelly beans because the packaging confused me. It said Starburst, so I grabbed the package and it was jelly beans, not regular Starburst. Not like I could...
That.
Yeah, because I'm an idiot. Like, I can't feel that they're jelly beans in the bag, whatever. But, whatever. Like, I mean, it was still candy. I wanted candy, and like, it's satisfied. But then they mixed in green apple flavor inside of all the normal flavors, and it's like freaking sucking on a bottle of Windex. It's disgusting.
I normally don't mind green apple, but I will say the one time when Skittles took away the lime Skittle and made it green apple, it ruined everything. It's not the same anymore.
I just don't think that apple mixes well in like a fruit punch variety of flavors.
I think that's what it is. I think that's why I didn't like the Skittles change, because it doesn't mix well. Like, I probably would like them by themselves, but I don't know.
Remember all these
And
things?
I am as surprised as Max that you don't like the pink Starburst, because they are the best ones.
I mean, I can eat them. I don't dislike them as much as I used to, especially now that there's an apple flavor to really hate on. I can only hate one thing at a time, and it's like, an upgrade now. I'll gladly eat the strawberry ones. But like old school candy, I don't even know if this is still available, because it just like Starburst, the red packaging, right? The classic red packaging.
Yep.
But then they'd have like a green package, like tropical flavor, and then like a berry mix flavor, like in the purple package. And every single time there were one of those like unoriginal packages, there was always one flavor that was just the worst. And I didn't want to get it because of like that one flavor. Normally it was like an apple or a blueberry or something.
Yeah, there's always got to be one that you just don't like. I actually don't like the red Starburst as much. I mean, I like them. I'll eat them, but yeah, I don't know. When I was a kid, red was actually my favorite, and I just for some reason like completely changed what I taste apparently at some point in my life. So
I mean, I didn't think you could go wrong with a cherry flavored candy.
no, I mean, like I said, I'll eat them. I like them. They're just out of the 4 flavors, they have to be my least favorite.
So obviously you have a TD Bank where you live, right? Because the Celtics play in TD Bank Arena or whatever.
Yep.
Have you ever taken a lollipop from TD Bank?
I don't even know if I've ever been in a TD Bank, so probably not.
Dude, man, they F with your mind. Because they'll be grape lollipops, but it'll be colored green.
Oh,
And
green grapes, so they're tricking you.
No, like whatever the color is not what the flavor is. Like it's made just to screw with your mind, and somehow I get to spend more money in the bank. I don't know how that works, but like it's definitely made to like their lollipops are made to screw with you.
It's like a Dum Dum's mystery flavor almost.
Yeah, one lollipop was even tastes like a dog biscuit.
I'm not a fan of some of those flavors. Most of the Dum Dum flavors are good, but some of them, like, I can't think of a specific one. I'm actually thinking of probably like the Jelly Belly jelly beans. They have like that like popcorn flavor or like coconut stuff like that. I can't stand that crap.
I think I talked to you about this one time, and it's funny because this might be the 7th time I've talked about it on Twitch. But I went to one of those candy vendors in the mall, where they just have like bags of candy and you buy them by the pound. And I mixed my own jelly beans one time, and I'm like, all right, I'll have orange, I'll have cherry, I'll have lemon. And sure enough, the lemon was butter popcorn. Like, why?
Oh my god. Like, yeah, why would you make that a candy? It's like, let's make like spaghetti flavored jelly beans. Like, I don't even know what else I can think of that's not meant to be a candy flavor, but
I'd be pissed if I got the SpaghettiOs jelly beans and it wasn't like SpaghettiOs with meatballs, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, the meatball ones are way better for what that's worth. The SpaghettiOs.
SpaghettiOs with hot dogs, like that's ridiculous. Like, get the meatball ones.
Yeah, the ones with the Franks. Good stuff. Well, anyway, we still got a race going on here. It looks like CF did make it out of DM. We have been monitoring. It's not like we're just talking about Starburst over here.
I was actually on Jelly Belly's website looking up flavors. I wasn't watching it at all.
Amazing.
No, I was watching.
DM had some. There was like the first room in the palace with the Doom Rattlers. He did like this super swaggy double jump through the hammers that I thought was really cool and notable. But we were talking about candy, so it wasn't worth mentioning.
No, and we're gonna find out what the runners' favorite candy is when they join us in the post-game show.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We're gonna work on a sponsorship with Starburst or Skittles or something. M&M's Mars.
DM is looking like he's going to be fine on XP. He only technically needs 1950 to get his proper levels here. He's going to get more than that. He'll get his attack level before the boss, but 1950 before entering the boss is the minimum, as long as he doesn't take any other magic or life levels.
1950.
1950. Helmet Head's worth 200, so yeah, that would take him over the 150 threshold for life 2 or life 3, I think. Whatever it is. If he takes Magic 2, he would need 100 XP entering Helmet Head, and then normally you need 200 for whatever levels we normally do in here, which would be life 3, Magic 2. I believe I said that wrong. I meant life 3 would require 100, right? I don't know.
Life 3 is 150 total.
Yeah. I'm saying if he had life 3.
Right.
But I'm probably just confusing myself and everybody. There is a scenario where you need 100 entering Horsehead. I just don't remember. I mean Helmet Head. I just don't remember the scenario. Hopefully, for his sake, this enemy here is not a drop. I haven't been paying attention. Alright, he's good. CF's making his way over to Fairy Town, and then he'll head to P2 himself. Damn little careful. There we go. I don't know if he could have survived another body hit. Or, I can't remember on Helmet Head which does more damage, the body or the beams. I don't think DM and CF mind what we talk about. This is pretty much how all commentary goes in the Elite.
I was specifically requested not to talk about this game. That was from both the runners, actually. But
keeps it more lively. The races are, I mean, we could explain everything about the game every single time. We could do that, but I mean, who wants to do that?
So if no one's ever seen the clip of Dark Magician playing this game last tournament and trying to enter the town of Mito, I suggest everyone watch the clip. I will post it in chat.
Is that the one where you make him laugh?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Somebody in chat made him laugh. I'm not going to take full responsibility of it. But I don't know if he's.
Ooh, DM almost had a good walk there.
Yeah, I've been trying to sneak a peek and see if he's sniping our audio here. See if he cracks a smile, but he looks like he's all business.
Yeah, sometimes hard to tell if they're listening or not. I think I was commentating Max's race, was that yesterday, I want to say, and he kept missing some splits, but I guess he had his timer minimized, but he kept correcting it because he could hear us telling him, or that, like, saying that he missed a split or whatever, so he would go and correct it. So he was listening to the restream. Here we go, P3 for DM, didn't get a jar, health a little low, but it's actually, so P3 on an attack 3 run is actually kind of nice because you get to take your magic and life levels at the beginning and refill anything that's not full, which always magic is never full when you come into P3 because you got a fairy to get here, and you get that 50-50 aka 90-10 jar chance at the beginning. He'll be able to take life as well after another kill and a half or so. That makes sense. Yeah, Max with the Xbox controller splits. I don't even know how you do that. Like, what does that even mean? Do you have a timer on your Xbox?
No, you plug in the Xbox and you hit the button on the Xbox when it splits. The controller. I do that with a like a knockoff Super Nintendo gamepad.
Oh, I didn't even know you could. I guess I probably did know that. You would need like some sort of adapter to USB.
Yeah, you just need to be able to plug it in. The computer recognizes that as a controller. You just bind the controller button to the Xbox.
Yeah, as long as I've been around video games, I've actually literally never used a controller on a PC. always just been keyboard mouse for PC games. But I'm more of a console guy anyway, so if I'm going to use a controller, I'm just going to use my console generally.
Where do you stand on the Mac versus PC issue?
PC all day.
How do you feel about Dunkin' Donuts changing their name?
Mac since school, I don't think, like high school. Oh, DM? Jesus. That was close. What would you ask?
I said, how do you feel about Dunkin' Donuts changing their name?
Changing their name? Say what?
They're dropping the donuts. Is this like an IHOP International House of Burgers scam? Did I fall for it?
This has to be troll.
But they're just
There's
changing
no way.
to Dunkin'.
To Dunks? They should just change it to Dunks if that's the case. That's what everyone around here calls it.
Right now, Dark Magician's dunking on CF.
He's laughing about something. I don't want some Dunkin' Donuts.
Remember that game show on Comedy Central? It was like Make Me Laugh?
Yep.
Yeah, all
I
the
do.
comedians did was they just scream really loud or tell jokes in a loud voice and right an inch in front of the player's face.
Yep. It's pretty easy to make someone laugh when you do that, I think.
Like, I want to do that to Dark Magician when he's in a tournament race. Just stand like Bono whispering to Edge in that YouTube video, like whatever, numb. I just want to be like that close to him, and then just like just talk to him in an ASMR voice, the whole race.
It might soothe him too much and put him to sleep, though. Some dulcet tones.
Trying to get somebody to fall asleep during a race would be an actual challenge as well. You have to set that
I mean,
up.
it's all keyed. With ASMR, that's like a recipe for sleep. Are you kidding me? I could fall asleep to that.
But like, what are good foods to chew when you do an ASMR stream? I don't even know like how far. I don't know the tech for this.
I don't know. I don't really like the eating noises. It's kind of weird to me. It's like watching someone eat with their mouth open and listening to it. Like, what? But I guess really all of it's kind of weird if you think about it. If you just like listening to weird noises in your headphones. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a little too gross for me. I think we had someone in Discord talk about dogs eating ASMR, like a puppy eating something crunchy, which is interesting as well. DM's in a little trouble here. Making gestures at the screen.
Yeah, he gave back one of those lives. Now this is going to start affecting him in Palace 4, right?
Absolutely, yeah. He's down 2 lives now, so he's gonna have 3 lives. He'll get another one up before P4, but he's gonna have 3 entering. Which is good. It's good he has 3 and not 2. He's rolling his eyes a little bit here. Just want to get through it. There you go.
I wonder if that was I can't believe I got hit, or was he trying to count some XP? And try to
I
count
don't
his
know.
magic points.
He had to cast life before he cast it, and he did, but somehow it didn't kill him. The life refilled fast enough. But yeah, he's gonna. So P4, we normally take 3 death abuses in PB attempts, or at least 2. You can skip the first one with pretty much no penalty. The other ones, if you want to skip the second one, you kind of got to be crafty with your magic usage, and if you want to skip the third one, you straight up have to get a red jar somewhere in the palace, preferably right next to where you would normally take that death abuse.
So Max brings up a good point, or reminds me of a good point, where CF took the death in Death Mountain and had to go back. How much XP? He probably didn't lose enough XP to really set him off course, because he still had to go through Jump Cave, through Death Mountain. He still had to fight all the things in between. Trophy Cave is the only place where he didn't get XP. Every time.
Yeah, he pretty much made it all back up. I think what Max is referring to is the fact that he took Magic 2, which is going to mean he needs a little bit more entering. Oh, he actually smartly goes back for that Stalfos that does not normally spawn. But yeah, he's going to need... Is this the... No, he's going to need 200. entering Helmet Head. So he's going to need another 500 XP, which at this point he's not going to get unless he gets a P-bag, I think, if I can do some quick math. He will have another drop.
He's got to get over to 300 point X threshold, so he needs 230, 226 plus 300, yes, over 500.
Yeah, 422 is normally the leveling. Actually, you know what? He only needs 100. Yeah, Max is right. This is the scenario. I'm just confusing myself because for some reason I'm thinking I leave here with 422, but no, I just enter with 422.
No, I thought you were giving the total he needed.
Yeah, no.
Not-
Well, yeah,
not
the total.
add- yeah.
Well, we normally just say like how much you need when you're entering the boss for whatever reason. So, yeah, he will need 300 total, 100 entering. So actually, he is killing this bubble just to be sure. Because I don't know if he knows where his drop is. If his drop is on one of those 100 enemies, it might screw him by 50. I can't do the math that quickly in my head, to be honest. He might need it anyway. But we'll see. He needs another 250 here. Or sorry, 150. No, 250. Wow, I should just not be the math guy.
Would you like to flip a coin?
I got the coin. I still got the exact coin, right?
Heads, he needs 250. Tails, he needs more. Hold it in the air.
Yeah, I'll let you call it. Gonna grab that jar smartly. He's down to bare bones, magic, and health. Quick little dig out. And DM is already on his way to Reflect Town. He just grabbed the kid. Gonna be dazzling his way over there, hopefully without any interruptions. Here's his final one-up of the game. There are a few more we might see him get later, but...
So split-wise, his walk from Palace 3, he took that encounter, but he was still relatively near his normal time for that split, especially compared to all of his other splits for this run.
And there you go. He barely got that skip, but I saw the screen move, so he got it. And CF is also totally good on XP. You got a little extra even. He just got a fairy skip! Did he get it? He got it!
He got it.
He just got a fairy skip, dude! I bet he's mad that wasn't on a PB run. You don't see that ever. You never see that. I've gotten that once ever, and I've done thousands of runs. So... that is huge. I mean, it only saves like 3 getting a regular counter skip, but... man, the only place that's rarer to see is in Valley of Death, where it's like a 1 out of 256 chance to even spawn a fairy, so... the fact that even getting one to spawn is hard enough, but then getting it to actually come over to you and, like, getting the skip on it, that's pretty good.
CF is going to make his walk over to Palace 3 right now, and DM's going to finish up in Darunia. Grab the spell.
Yeah, it's one of the longer towns in the game. This one and Hidden Town, I think, are probably the 2 longest, most boring towns.
Well, speaking of Hidden Town, that's where DM got into trouble his last race, where he entered the Tektite Cave and decided to, I don't know, just not cast fire, not cast jump, not cast fairy, and then took a death on his way. Not took a death, but maybe took a death as well, but definitely slowed himself down. He was running really good against his splits, and then lost over 2 minutes from his walk from Palace 5 through to Palace 6.
Wow, yeah, that's one of the worst overworld segments, maybe other than Valley of Death in the game. Just P5 to P6, that whole... I mean, there's a town in the middle, but yeah, getting to the town and then leaving the town, getting to the palace, it's just a lot of stuff going on. River Dance really starts it all off, and then you got a bunch of encounters you gotta try to dodge.
Yeah, he definitely missed that first Wilson skip, and then from there it was, downhill.
Yeah. Yeah, it just snowballs on you.
CF's gonna bounce in and out with his jar. BGT walk on his way back in.
Saw that. Circle in the wagons.
Nobody circles the wagons like BGT.
See if DM can get this slink. He actually goes for up and over dodge, which puts him in a precarious predicament. Is that overuse of wordage there?
Yeah, no, it was perfect for this channel.
I brought my thesaurus.
Yeah, that's, you know, you brought the tools you need to broadcast on this channel.
Oh, looks like he's gonna get.
He went
So
for
what he
it.
could, yeah, what he could have done there, once they started going in and out of the bridge, if he times it right. When they're kind of on their way into the bridge, he can start going, and then he would actually get onto the bridge while they're still on that tile. It just cancels out any encounter if you go onto a bridge, like a door or a palace, like a cave door or a palace or anything. You can't actually take an encounter on those, so timing's a little tight, but worth mentioning too, I didn't see the entire walk, but I think CF had a pretty good walk from P2 to P3. I think he had no encounters from the boulder to the tomb. Fortunately, misses that 4-tile jump. The 4 tiles a little tricky to hit. You have probably a few pixels of leeway, but you pretty much got to jump off the edge and do like a full jump over. I see DM enter here. Unfortunately, he's not gonna. His last split was the child, so I was gonna say maybe he'll get a gold split because of that fairy skip he got, but since he kind of had a little bit of a bad walk.
Yeah, he took, what, 2 encounters on the way, too?
Oh, DM! He's laughing! Oh, man. He checked for the jar accidentally. And then he also got a jar from Moa, decided to get it, and then cast life instead of casting life and then getting it. And then he killed the Iron Knuckle, killing any chance of... Actually, I guess he could have just left and come back.
Yeah, the time he spent laughing and doing nothing, he could have just left and came back in and probably got a 50-50 chance on another jar.
There's one point, there's like a point in every run where you just completely stop caring about the run. And I think he's at that point now, and he's just having a good time with it.
DM's in full Bill Murray at the end of Kingpin, where his hair is like all over the place. He's in La Jolla mode right now. He just every little thing. Yeah, every little thing right now. He's just tilting, like not tilting him, but he's in hysteria. He's just gonna laugh at him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so he's doing a little jumpless action here in the candle rooms. He got the first one. Look at this Doom Knocker. See you later. That's gonna be fun on the way back for DM. We'll just say that now. I don't know. That one actually might end up offing himself. But yeah, he's all right. Yeah. Damageless DM.
This is the point right now where you're gonna see a lot more unconventional stuff. That's gonna happen.
He takes the time to like prepare himself, but then he could just break those blocks and jump over the fire. He's good though. He's good.
You're not gonna see anything done the traditional way right now. It's just if anything goes wrong, we're just gonna force ourselves through, and just keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see DM doing too much safe stuff, even in times where he needs to be safe. He's just gonna play the game and kind of do what he knows how to do.
Oh yeah, and I would even say when things are going bad, he'll even do like other things, not just not safe, not normal, just like, you know, let's do it a different way. For fun.
And you saw him kill. I think he killed those 2 extra Stalfos in there just so he can hope for a drop later. Because now that he died, he's got 2 lives right now, and he's going to want to not die again at all, really, until hopefully GP if he needs it in GP. But if he absolutely needs to, like if he doesn't get that jar at the end, like I said earlier, he's going to actually need to death abuse on that 3rd lava screen in this palace. So he'll skip it here. He'll be fine, we hope, until the end of the palace, and then we'll see. CF's entering Rebo as we speak.
He's going to get 301 from this boss, so he'll get attack 7 at the gem.
Yeah, no. Of all the stuff that's gone wrong for both of these guys, at least no leveling mistakes.
Oh, not yet. I'm sure Dark Magician's going to show us how to do a leveling mistake in a little while.
Commentator curse, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I think CF gave up on splitting. I wanted to see where he was, but he hasn't split since Palace 2. I guess I could just read the numbers. I don't like reading though.
What is your favorite palace to do in an all keys run?
My favorite palace to do? I think Palace 6 probably is my favorite. That's the first thing that came to mind. Yeah, it's probably 6. It's either 4 or 6. Those are the two probably most laid-back palaces, in my opinion, at least. Maybe not when you're learning the game. In fact, those are two of the harder ones, I think, when you're learning, but Palace 4 is like autopilot, assuming you get there with all your lives, unlike these guys, but you pretty much, I mean, a bunch of death abuses, a bunch of refills. There's really only the Wizrobe rooms that can kind of give you a little trouble. Nice walk break from DM is problematic. I don't know though. I mean, it depends on. I guess it depends on the run. I like Palace 5 too, but I don't like the pressure now. That since I'm really trying to save every bit of time I can. So Eco Key, good RNG in the block room. You know, Mago's not spawning in my face, stuff like that. It all kind of matters. Palace 1 is the worst though. Absolutely.
We're only 8 minutes away from trying to figure out if that 1 on the 1 hour timer is going to fit on the screen.
It's going to be a big moment.
It's like if you're staying up to watch daylight savings time happen, and you're keeping an eye on all your clocks. You're keeping an eye on that cable channel that shows the guide to see if they update their clock as well. It's like going to be one of those moments.
Yeah, DM had to take that death abuse. Unfortunately, he got another red iron knuckle there. I also noticed he actually downstabbed one of the Ra, I think by accident, when he was going through. And I swear I saw the Ra appear on the bottom of the screen in the lava. So I don't know if anyone else can confirm that in chat, but it was really weird.
Well,
when you screen wrapped vertically.
When you despawn one of them, they normally end up at the bottom.
Ah, okay.
You normally see that if you're walking left to right and you despawn one of them, and normally on the lower left-hand corner you'd see it. It's the same. Yeah, it's like one of those things you picked up in randomizer by Dig Shake. Is when you despawn the flying enemies, like for some reason they get to the bottom.
Oh, DM.
Yeah, game over for DM.
That blue Stalfo, yeah, that's trouble. So he tried to do the jump through it, but the Stalfos jumped, unfortunately. So he has gotten up from his chair, and I think he's gonna have some deciding to do.
I think he's doing some calisthenics.
Yeah. Well, CF's got plenty of time to catch up now, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think good guy Dark Magician is. I think good guy Dark Magician is going to restart as soon as he feels like he can race CF right to Palace 4, and we'll have a race.
Yeah. I mean, fortunately, a game over here does kind of suck, but it's actually not the worst thing in the world. He's going to get his lives back, and XP won't really be a problem. He can make all that back up. He only needs, what, 499, I think, entering the boss in P4, so. But we have to wait and find out if he wants to do that.
I think he's on Reddit right now trying to figure out if it's long arms and no arms. What happened here as a recap is we have two players tilting. And doing everything,
full tilt.
Yeah, and doing everything wrong. There's a lot of pressure to be on this channel for a restream, especially when both players requested it. Oh, here he comes. Wait, he has the mic on. I gotta turn it off. We don't want to get the F-bomb. That wasn't you shuffling around, right? Was that Dark Magician?
Oh, I shuffle around a
Oh,
little
okay.
bit. Sorry, yeah.
No,
I don't
'cause
use
it-
push to talk because I'm a noob.
Dude, it synced up with him moving his chair, and I'm like, oh boy.
Oh, really?
Oh, boy.
That was just me a little bit. CF dropping a DFTG in chat.
What chat? Our chat? Oh, you look at that. Do smash. Goes right through that boulder. It's a race to Palace 4 right now. Although I think Dark Magician's going to get there well ahead of CF.
Yeah, he'll still win the race. But, I mean, he did just give CF back multiple minutes, so we'll see what happens. Like I said, fortunately, none of his levels get affected by this at all. He already took the life level he needed in the palace, so it's really, I was kind of, if you're going to game over, that was not one of the worst times to do it. I'm trying to remember what, I guess he died right before Karag, so he's definitely going to be going back to that room. And he can even walk over the water. There we go. To get to the palace, so.
Well, he's in Palace 4 now. I didn't know what to do with the layout. I didn't know if I had to revert it to Palace 3 until he came back into Palace 4 or what, but we're fine now. Now, you say he's okay with XP. He's got to cross over that 700-point threshold to get to attack level 8. So, boss gives him 301, 499?
499, yeah, exactly. So he should be fine. I think he killed those extra whiz robes just in case, because he's not passing too many other enemies. I think he might actually want to do... No, he's fine without doing another whiz robe. Yeah, it's 800, yep.
I was looking at CF's life level 3.
So he'll get, he'll actually kill... I don't know where his drop's at, but he's gonna kill the Stalfos, I would assume, and then the 2 red iron knuckles in the next room. He might want to kill the other Stalfos too. Yeah.
Carried.
There's the drop.
He was
Don't do it, DM.
Yeah, he was considering, like, that look on his face. He was considering this.
It's just he sees a fire and he wants to throw gas on it, you know. So let's just see how bad I can make this. But no, he against horror judgment. Oh, what are we doing now? Oh yeah, he needs reflect. I was like, what is he doing? Didn't have enough magic for reflect, so.
Yeah, so game over, gets all of his lives back and has to give 1 back right away for reflect. But we have 2 questions now we can ask these runners at the end of the races. One is, what is their favorite Starburst player? And 2, what the hell kind of pajama pants was DM wearing?
I want to say it was some sort of video game. I couldn't really tell. Those pivot strats, though, in the corner there for DM, clearly working. That's not the real pivot, though. The real pivot's just trash. Just get you killed every time. Stand like 3/4 of the way through the room and pivot there, in case he spawns to your right. He always just spawns on you, though. Alright, well, the one benefit for that, as you said, he did lose a life, having to, you know, get magic for reflect back, but he's actually going to be leaving 2 lives, which is more than he would have been leaving if he defeated Karak without game overing, so he will have that extra life, hopefully, that he won't have to spend till a Great Palace. That would be ideal. CF's making his way over to Palace 4. Almost there. Just gotta go through the maze.
Are you ready?
Am I ready?
Yeah, are you ready?
I'm ready. I don't know what I'm ready for, though.
We got 30 seconds.
Oh, right.
Can we get a countdown in chat? Can everyone just type 10, 9, 8 to see if we can flood this thing?
I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna unpause the restream so I can see. Look at all the sleek details you got on there.
Yeah, there's a lot of... I tried to ESPN news this thing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, it almost
Big moment. Oh. We started the race over. I can kind of see like a pixel, or like one row of pixels of the one. It's good enough. Here's the famous block room. See if DM gets a good pattern. He does not. And he's standing in the spot where the blocks are falling. Okay, there we go. CF, meanwhile, making his way through lava room. His health and magic looks a little bit better than DM's did. And really, I think any of the lava rooms that he was in. And I think, actually... I think his life situation is much better as well, if I remember correctly. We'll find out. Either next time he pauses, if I can catch it, or when he does take a death abuse. Yeah, CF's got 6 lives. So he has not died since that game over, and he's gotten all 1-ups, including the graveyard. Careful, there we go. Okay, he takes Magic 4. I can't remember what leveling CF does, but I'm guessing he does 887. Which, so Magic 4 in here would be normal for 887. He's just gonna now need 899 XP entering the boss instead of 499.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I shift a lot, sorry.
No, I was just, it sounded like you fell from the second story window, so I just wanted to make sure you were right.
Is it that loud? Am I really that obnoxious?
It wasn't that loud. It was that concerning, I can say, maybe. It's a better word.
Oh, no. I think if I fell, you'd hear some sort of audible me yelling in an awkward way.
Chat, what would you yell if you fell out of a second story window? Why don't you answer that, and why don't you tweet me at Larry is angry? We'll read the best answers on the telecast.
I'm 3rd story, so it would be just real bad if I fell right now.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad, actually.
Yeah. I've actually jumped out of a 2nd story window into snow before, which was probably not the smartest thing I could have done when I was like, I don't even remember how old I was, 15 or something. I kind of did the dumb thing where you had your mouth open when you landed, and I bit my tongue.
Nice.
And like, luckily didn't like bite it off, because like, man, I mean, I landed just like on my butt, but like my mouth was open, and I just had this huge, deep gash in my tongue. It was real bad. Never again.
Did you make sure the snow wasn't like packed in or iced?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
this was at my house, and it was yeah, just out of the front of the house, and it was. I mean, it's, you know, if you guys get just as much snow down there as I get here, so it was one of those things where it probably snowed 4 or 5 times already, and you know, my dad would snow blow the driveway and just like huge mounds of snow on the lawn. So the only thing that hurt was my tongue.
The only time I really bit my tongue to draw blood, I was eating a roast beef sandwich. And I was like at work, but like one of those places where, like, I don't really work jobs where you have to punch in, punch out for lunch. Normally it's like a nice relaxed 30 minutes, hour lunch. Like relaxed meaning you go to bank, go to Best Buy, you know, then go to where you have to eat and then start counting the time kind of thing. But I was in my car in between jobs, and like I had to eat fast, and I just slammed my tongue, my tooth into my tongue, and like couldn't get it to stop bleeding. But yet, like, I'm under like time constraint. I got to eat the sandwich and go somewhere. So I didn't know what to do. Like, spend some time like trying to get the blood to stop, or just eat the, you know, roast beef sandwich. Just
I mean, roast beef's usually pretty red anyway, right? So it's like,
yeah, I mean, there's a difference. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a difference between the bloody rare roast beef and, like, you know, ironized blood spilling through my tongue.
No, you're right.
But
yeah, that would be kind of unsettling after a while. I think the taste of your own blood isn't too bad in small amounts, but if you're like really just like eating food while constantly bleeding, it's probably not This is a pretty good topic for a restream, not gonna lie. I'm sure some people in chat are loving this right now.
No, I have a post-it pad filled with these topics that I just pick one randomly and we just start talking about it. But
Amazing.
But then there's the point where I'm like, man, this thing's not stopping. At what point do I do something about it? Like, go to the hospital or something? Like, where is that threshold? Do I just... It's like when I'm playing Dragon Warrior Randomizer. Do I just keep grinding until I see somebody finished? And then I'm like, all right, now I got enough XP now. Or do I just keep eating the sandwich until I pass out from blood loss? Or do I, do something about it? But luckily it stopped eventually.
Yeah, I think it's usually fine. Mouth cuts just generally take... You're lucky you've only done it once that you can remember. I feel like I do that once a month. Like I bite. It's usually not my tongue. It's usually like the inside of my lip or something that I'll just accidentally bite. And then I'm just like, how? Why? Why did that happen? Like, I'm 30 plus years old and I can't chew food properly without biting myself. Like, you would think it would never happen. Yeah, I've done it a lot. And it takes a while to stop bleeding.
I find out, like, when I bite my tongue or bite the inside of my, lip, or, like, the side of my mouth inside, it normally just doesn't happen once. I normally do it, like, several times within the same time frame. Like, it swells a little bit, maybe, and, like, that's why it happens, but it's normally, like, a 2 or 3 time thing.
Yeah, I think the swelling is probably what it is. You're probably right on that. And just, like, it's, like, easy to bite accidentally once it's started.
Chat, what's the weirdest place you've ever bit on your body?
Oh, that could get some good answers.
Probably could.
We almost had boss sync in different palaces here. We do have DM leaving P5 as CF is entering the boss of P4. Casting Reflect, casting Shield. Reflect at Magic 4, of course, takes much less magic, so he can cast some other things.
See if DM doesn't mess up his levels here. Is he going for it? He's going for it.
Look out!
He tried.
Oh, man.
I'm telling you right now, he tried the soft lock on purpose there.
Guarantee he tried it.
Flat
you can
out.
tell. Yeah, and I know that feeling too when it's a run like this. You just want it. You just want to kill it. You just want the run to die. But he was a little too far away. If you get there, like right on the edge, you can still get the soft lock like the next time it pops, because it's gonna pop like 4 times there. So basically, you just keep holding left every time it pops, and you'll move like a pixel. And I've done that before. I'm like, I think I'm gonna get it after like the 3rd or 4th level, and I got it. So good times. He gets River Dance, which is a minor miracle in itself, but you're pretty much always gonna get River Dance on a dead run. I think that's kind of the rule.
The one thing I can say about DM is he does get these encounter skips he's very good at them. Like, he's very good at setting them up, manipulating them, and he started learning slinks here, too. So I'm excited to see him come out of Boner Pass and see, to the heart container, and see if he slinks that encounter.
Yes, there's like 2 or 3 places in the run where there's actually, you want to set up for some slinks, and that's kind of one of the key places. Unfortunately, there's 2 of them you got to get, and sometimes even if you get the first one, you aren't given the opportunity to get the second one. The first one just kind of follows you, and you can't do anything about it.
Question in chat. Mr. Justin Man, sir, when I fell, my mouth smashed against my knee, and my teeth hit my knee. Does that count as me biting my knee?
Oh, I guess. I mean, it's not really a conventional bite, but your mouth did bite down on your knee, right? So
when teeth come in contact with skin, I'm pretty sure that's like a bite with a little bit of force, and I would imagine falling and hitting. I don't even know if I can. Hold on one second. I'm going to see if I can get my knee in my mouth.
I can get my knee in my mouth.
Yeah, like almost.
I think so, like, what is the rule for like upper lower jaw? Like, is a bite, do you have to use both jaws? Like, can you actually bite something with just your upper jaw, or is that not really a bite?
And these are things we have to consider. Maybe we'll open it up to a Discord discussion and see what people have to say about it.
Get like a poll going or something.
Yeah, I mean, like, you don't want to just make a ruling on your own, You want to see what the consensus is. This is not 2017, you know what I mean? We gotta work together and get these rules sorted.
Gotta move forward. We're gonna see DM. I'm pretty positive he's gonna do this here. Get ready for some swag, everyone. Oh yes, we are exiting through the secret exit. Amazing. Still don't know if that's legal in all keys, but no one's brought it up, so we're gonna continue allowing it.
I'm not sure watching this match is legal.
I
To
mean,
tell you the truth.
yeah, that's just completely separate. Unfortunately, he doesn't get to ferry both items since he did that, but it is probably a slight time gain.
Yeah, I think he counted the frames one time. And he's not like a Unos XX frame counter, but I think he did count it is faster to use the ferry there as opposed to using the ferry in the other place.
Yeah, Meg wondering how that's legal and not fairy feet. I believe it's supposed to be a glitchless category, but we allow ceiling walk because it's adorable and doesn't really save any time. That one is probably more, so we'd have to, yes, yeah. My man, throwing Horsehead into P5 where he should be. Yeah, that got me. I forgot what I was even talking about.
It's twitch.tv/CF207 if you like 90s metal parodies and Zelda 2 all keys.
Yeah, you guys should definitely follow actually both of these runners for sure.
Not
Some
Dark
good
Magician,
times.
just CF.
Oh, just CF? Okay, we're not promoting DM today. It's not even his name in the Zelda 2 Discord anyway. I don't even know who DM is. I feel like I was saying something and I was like halfway through my point, but
And it was good too. I was enjoying it, and then
I don't even remember what it was, but oh yeah, the fairy feet, or I guess the. So I don't know if that's actually a glitch because, like, apparently like every screen in the game has like 4 exits, right? Like a north, south, east, and west exit or something like that, and that's just like one of the exits. So like, is that a glitch? Because like a fairy can fit through that hole, or I don't really know.
for all we know, the game wanted you to try to find the secret, and you found that, and all it was an exit out. So it made you think, like, where else could I use this fairy? Because it let me out there, and then you waste magic for the rest of your life and trying to find another spot to use it, and there's none.
Did DM? Okay, so I'm pretty sure by what does magic look? Fairied the heart, which he quickly learned always gets you an encounter on the way to P6. So that's why we don't fairy the heart, and you kind of need the magic on P6 as well. So
Yeah,
hopefully for his sake he gets a jar.
he missed his slink as well.
Yeah. Just like everything going right in both of these runs for these. Oh. That was a little bit of an early jump. He needed the red jar. You can't really complain about ferrying there.
I mean, I find this magical that he's already like 1:20 over gold.
Yeah.
I don't understand his splits anyway, but
I feel like they're both trying to just sink to each other's level at this point. They're just trying to lose, you know? No one told him that the goal is to win. Horsehead again. Technically, he wouldn't have actually been here on the way back, but I do appreciate the effort. CF actually, in his first race, used a sprite hack that hacked in, well, I guess it's more than a sprite hack, but he hacked in Horsehead. Horsehead is in the original version, if you didn't know that, or the room he was just in. And I politely told him that we probably shouldn't do that anymore because we already said there's no sprite hacks and stuff allowed, even though what he did really didn't save him time or anything. But I'm glad he found something else to do instead to keep Horsehead in the palace.
well, he thought he can do extra stuff and beat Scorpion Max, so I don't blame him.
Max does make a good point about the window being open. I mean, it's just fairies just flying through the window. I don't know. Ugh. Was that intentional?
Judging by his reaction, it looked like he did it and then went to chat. See, like, what everyone's saying. Hey, look, I fell down the thing. What is everyone talking about me now? Kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to, like, he didn't get magic that he would have wanted there, but he has enough magic to finish the palace right now. Ideally, he'd want to get a blue jar and lava later on so he can cast jump for the boss. Nice little recovery jump there, nice. CF going for all kinds of XP. He needed 1,000. He's doing 887 strats, so he needs like a little bit more XP per threshold. P6 is actually probably the most noticeable one. He's gonna have to get a few extra kills. Usually we'll get him like on the way to P6, like some Lizalfos or something like that. But he's good now. Got over 1,000. Heading into Guma, full health, full magic, should be fine. So there's that blue jar he would have wanted. Although...
He didn't want that.
Oh, definitely didn't want that, no.
Free refill.
I was gonna say, I couldn't tell if he got hit by... He's laughing so hard right now. Making me laugh. I think he's laughing because he actually like was on that platform with the toenail grab, but then I think he pressed backwards to just fall back off of it for some reason. But yeah, moving on. He's just taking a little break here. He's back down to 1 life again. If we can go back and count all the deaths in this run for each runner. Actually, CF has died far less, I think, unintentionally than DM has.
Yeah, far less. And what we can do is we can do a montage of it set to one of CF's parodies. And like we can play it at the end of the tournament. Just from this one race alone.
That would fill up an entire song, yeah. So he's got the 1 life left. There is a 1-up at the end of this palace, but I don't think we'll see him go for it.
Well, he can't risk losing that magic from the bubbles, right?
Exactly, yeah. That's why usually that 1-up is just good for death abusing him right away, so it wouldn't really help him later. And there's no other 1-ups until towards the end of Great Palace, so he's gonna hopefully get through Valley of Death.
I mean, there is the one in the swamp above where he's gonna be to get Thunder.
Yeah.
He's not gonna. I mean,
no one likes that one.
No, he's not gonna go get it. But I mean, there is that option.
Yeah, that 1-up is just like complete disease to try to go and get. You got to go through Isle Swamp, and then you got to cast Jump, I think, to get it.
Yeah, all the desert encounters, you have to cast Jump to get to that. Sorry,
yeah, it's
swamp encounters.
just brutal. Yeah, Max said Swamp 1-up is worse than Game Over, and I'd probably agree with that, other than the fact that he would lose all his. He's gonna have 5,500 XP leaving here, and he does get the 1-up.
Yeah, he did that just to show you that he can do that. He can cast Shield, but now what is he gonna do about Magic? Because that was the original.
He's good.
Is he good?
He's good.
All right.
Yeah, he's definitely got enough for Fairy. I can't tell if he ever got hit by a bubble, but if he didn't, he still has enough for Jump as well. Fairy's
right,
2.5.
Fairy's 40 at this point.
Yeah. Anything after Magic 5, or Magic 5 and after, I should say. Fairy's at its minimum. I think he should have enough for Jump. It's 1 bar, unless he got hit by a bubble. Yep. So, smart move by DM. I totally forgot about the strats there. Showing me up. He's gotta be listening to us at this point.
That's all he has left at this point, is just to listen to what we say and then prove us wrong in the run. But raise your hand in chat if you wanted Dark Magician to downstab his way to death there.
Would have been, yeah, I'm actually, I guess I'm not surprised, but take some big cojones to do that with just the 1 life left.
Yeah, but like I said before, I think at this point we've reached the point of, like, we're not doing anything safe. We're just going to do it risky. In fact, we're going to even do the ultra risky stuff now. Just because we've reached that level of, we've crossed that threshold of aggravation. And he's still playing with a big lead, so.
He is, yeah. And I mean, if he's listening to us, he probably knows that. But I don't even know if he would care. Like, I think he would probably still play this way, even if he didn't have a big lead, if the run had gone this far off the rails, you know what I mean?
Oh, it's what he would do in a PB, in a practice session as well.
Yeah, it's just his style. I was gonna say something, but my memory is that of a goldfish, so maybe it'll come back to me. Oh, I was gonna say, like, doing the risky stuff, like, on a more serious point, like, this is, like, the time to do it. Like, that, whenever, if you're finishing out a run that you know is dead, like, go for all the stuff. Like, why not? Like, I'll ferry the cross in P6 if I know the run's dead, and just, like, not use jump at all in the palace, try to jump the Canadian hole without jump, stuff like that.
Did you
Try
ever
stuff out that you might actually use eventually, you know.
Did you ever do a no-hand, goofy foot Superman?
What? Is that like some sort of BMX trick?
It's a skateboarding thing, right? I've watched X Games one time.
Could be. I think it could be both, actually. Superman is more of a BMX trick, yeah.
You ever see that dude do the what did they have? They had that like downhill skate vert ramp, and that dude went up and then just lost his board and just like fell 20 feet on his butt.
Oh man.
You never seen that?
I've probably seen stuff like that. I don't know if I've seen the specific one you're referring to. Was he okay? I mean, usually those ramps
was not. I mean,
down.
yeah, he's okay now, but he was not okay then. That was
okay.
That was like the worst fall on recorded TV history. Even worse than that guy, like the Agony to Defeat guy from Wide Worlds of Sports, like going down the ski jump.
Oh, I know that one that you're talking about. Yeah, I want to say, I don't know, it sounds vaguely familiar. I'd have to see it, though.
I don't know the guy's name. I would probably just say it wasn't Tony Hawk. I know that.
Was it? Wait, was it? You said it was a skateboarder?
It was a skateboarder. It was some sort of like, it was like a ramp where you had multiple jumps, and at the very end was a half pipe that I think you did a trick on the half pipe, and then the run ended there. But like you went really far to do it, yeah.
I think I remember, I can't remember like if it was like Dave Mira or like Bob Burnquist or something. They had like, I think it was Mira, like built like this, they built this ramp that was just like humongous, and I can't remember if that had something to do with someone getting like really injured. This is like a long time ago. I think there was like some sort of documentary I was watching. I know I'm being extremely vague, but
Jake Brown was the skateboarder's name who fell.
Okay, yeah. I don't know if I recognize that.
Wasn't Dave Mirra the guy who like implanted silicone injections into his elbows so that when he fell, like he'd have natural padding?
I don't know. That sounds cool though.
Somebody did. But yeah. So DM had a good walk through Valley of Death, but then he just did that and
he skipped a match. I didn't see it, but I just see his hands of futility coming down. He's probably just thinking like, what else could go wrong at this point in this run? There is a blue iron knuckle sword beam going through CF's magic level. I don't know if anyone saw that, but like, that was really cool. The sword beam wrapped from the bottom to the top of the screen. But anyway, yeah, DM not gonna be getting Magic 8. It's okay. I mean, you can totally Magic 7. It's not the worst thing in the world. I do think he's still on his last life, though, right? So he might want to just intentionally game over here.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna come back up and abuse the barrier.
It's a
good
couple.
Strat with the fairy.
Yeah, with a fairy, you have to take a couple. Oh, it's instant hit. I thought it was a couple.
Well, the reason for the fairy is you don't get knocked back out of it. Yeah, you have to take, I think, a couple away, but is he just? Oh, he did have it. Oh, right. I forgot he got the P6 one up. Good call. I wonder if he forgot that too.
0 of 9,000.
Yep. And that's that glitch that I didn't even realize was until today. Someone mentioned it in Discord. When you game over in Great Palace, it does not reset your XP threshold to what it should be. You should see 0 out of 2,500 right now, because its next level is life 7. But game gets confused if you game over in GP. I guess takes whatever one you were at and keeps you at that one.
We need some science. Like, what happens when he gets that 9,000? Does it convert back to 2,500, or does it stay at 9,000?
No, I think it'll let him do whatever he assume, but
Because stay with me here. What if you got there at level 1, took a death, and it was like only 50 XP to every level in the game? That'd be sick.
oh man.
Could you even get there?
Can we get someone to do? Yeah, someone's gonna do some science on that.
I'll make BGT do it. The guy will do anything you ask.
I think getting there at 111 is impossible, but 131 is certainly possible. Well, I guess with glitches you could get there 111. You just warp wherever the hell you want. I don't know.
So the question here becomes, does Dark Magician game over fighting Dark Link straight up?
Oh god. He better not.
That
But
is
I mean,
the
with
big-
what's happened this run, I wouldn't be surprised.
That is the Vegas prop bet happening right now. Let's see which way the line goes.
Kind of surprised he didn't go for alt route since this run is just so ridiculous at this point.
Did he pass the point of doing it yet?
I think so. I think from the very beginning you would go
Okay.
extra route. I saw him messing with it a little bit the other night when I was like kind of dozing off. I just saw him just maybe for like 10 minutes trying to nail the damage boost. CF is making his way here to the end of P6. If we see a few more game overs from DM, we might get the sync back that we used to have in this raid. So long ago. But yeah, CF's still got a couple minutes before he's out of the palace here, so...
We lost
really
that sync entering Magic Container Cave, actually.
Well, we kind of got it back, didn't we? Like in P1? I thought.
Yeah, he was a little bit behind going
Yeah.
through one of the rooms in P1, yeah. So the funny part here is when you're a new player to this game, and I can speak to the new players or the not elite group of this game, like 90 minutes is a good threshold where you're like, you know, like let me just get past beat the game in 90 minutes, especially on one one credit clear, one no continues, stuff like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, DM's had multiple continues, but he's still right there at 90 minutes.
And yeah, he's well on pace to be under it. It's about like once he takes this next drop, I usually I don't know the exact time, but around a minute till the end of the game. From when you take this drop, maybe a tiny bit more than that.
But we
Does
do
depend on how well he fights the Thunderbird, obviously.
We do have a situation happening right now. Dark Magician's cat is looming.
Oh. Cat knows the run's almost over.
Wonder how CF's cat's name is Vomit Cat, by the way. I wonder how Vomit Cat's doing. Yeah.
Keyboard cat. CF emote. Pretty nice Thunderbird from DM. Another amazing key grab.
I'm going to highlight this one and just put the title as tutorial.
Yeah, Max, I usually estimate about a minute. It might even be less. If you have a one cycle T-Bird and then a perfect Dark Link, it's probably less than a minute from that drop until the end of the game. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm just wrong. I never actually have timed it, I just kind of eyeball it. Yeah, straight up fight here with Dark Link. It's not easy to fight him like this. It's not necessarily hard once you kind of learn how to do it, but... I think if you ever got here as a kid, which I didn't, this probably was the actual hardest boss in the game, even though with the strats we use normally in the speedrun, he's kind of the easiest. This is a good fight, though, straight up for Dark Magician here.
I mean, I have seen DM do that fight a lot better. But I've also seen him do this fight like 35 times, so like there is obviously going to be a better.
Yeah, and GG coming in just under the 90-minute mark. I mean, honestly, what better race could we ask for the Larry touch into the tournament like this? This has just been a treat of a race.
And even better, we get some game audio with the reverb happening right now.
I have their audio muted. Oh, is that CF?
Yeah, CF has the reverb.
Yeah, CF likes to add some sweet effects. I can't believe he got that encounter skip right there. That was incredible. Looked like he wasn't going to get it. I think the other day CF was actually using a flange pedal, like running a flanger through it, and it sounded really cool. The original reverb effect he was doing, I came into his stream a few weeks ago and I'm like, dude, there's reverb. I was like, dude, your stream is like echoing, but I don't think you intended it to be echoing. But it sounds really cool.
Speaking
Just
of
makes GP sound like large, you know?
Speaking of large and echoing, we have Dark Magician joining us right now. Hello.
Hello, sir.
How are you?
He's having mic difficulty. Maybe.
Are we doing push to talk?
There we go.
Yeah, why not?
I'm not doing push to talk.
Well, let me.
You can always hear my chair moving around.
Anyways, how'd you guys enjoy that race? How was your commentary going?
It was pretty good. We started out pretty strong, and then like midway, I had a question from chat that asked me what my favorite flavor of Starbursts were, and then like from there it went a little bit off the rails, but it was a good time. Yeah.
What was your answer?
I said anything but strawberry, and then we got into this discussion about green apple.
Jess?
What's my favorite Starburst?
Yeah.
The pink ones. The ones Lair is the least favorite, I guess.
So neither one of you guys are going to pick North Indian.
Oh, God.
That's like the best Starburst.
Right. North Indian Starburst. I need to actually, I've never had one, but I have waiting my entire life to try.
Is that like tobacco?
I don't know.
It's a autocorrect fail. Closed captioning fail is what that is.
CF's just entering GP now, so yeah, you guys put on one hell of a show for us. I'm not gonna lie. Both of you have had some fun on this run. I only wish CF also had a cam so I could just see his a multitude of reactions that he probably had to a lot of the stuff that happened.
Did you just request CF's mullet on screen?
Does CF have a mullet?
CF would be definitely a guy who would have a mullet.
I've seen CF before. He didn't look like he had a mullet, although his hair was, I think, sort of, I don't want to say long, but like, it wasn't like a buzz cut or anything.
We're stepping all over DM here. DM, why don't you go ahead?
I'm fine. I have one question for you guys. What's your opinion on using ranch in your macaroni and cheese if you run out of milk?
You don't do it.
Yeah, I don't know why you do that. I know someone who would do that, but man, that is just absolutely disgusting.
I mean, they're both milk, right? Ranch is mostly buttermilk.
No.
Would you put blue cheese in your thing? I mean, like that's no.
I mean, you raised a great question of at what point does it no longer be macaroni and cheese? You're just adding cheese.
Why don't you use goat milk or something like at that point? Are we cottage cheese?
Do we live in California?
Curds?
Oh wait, no, they would use almond milk or soy milk or something in California.
Yeah,
Microwave a slice of American cheese into liquid and just pour it in. I don't even.
Have you ever bought American? I'm sorry to steal your thunder here, DM. I have a question though. Have you ever like bought a package of American cheese, like individual wrapped, and then tried to make yourself a grilled cheese, and the cheese just never melts?
I've never had that problem because that's like the go-to at my house.
Are you talking about with just the singles that happens?
Yeah, like
just the slices.
Yeah, like
that's what we use.
Like you buy not like an off brand, but like the store brand or something, and like it just doesn't have that melting consistency that like a what are the damn cheese Velveeta? No, Kraft singles, and like what's the other one? whatever. You buy like the off-brand, and it's just toast it and toast it and toast it, and the thing's just sitting on there in its stupid little same shape or whatever. Borden's, thank you. That's the one I was looking at.
I never get the singles for whatever reason. I just get the the block with it's pre-sliced or whatever, but you just peel the slices off.
I come from a family that had income problems when we were growing up, so like block cheese is just definitely a no-go. As soon as you're not able to get it anymore, you definitely.
Well, I don't mean the
want it
block.
anymore.
I just mean like the craft, the craft American pack that's 16 slices but not individually wrapped. So
Oh, I've never seen those.
whatever you
Interesting.
want to call. Really? You've
Do
never
they have
seen
like parchment
the
paper
non-
between them or something? Or
Nope, they have nothing in between them. They're just sliced and you just peel them off.
why is CF going for this jar?
I don't know.
I'm on delay. I'm
yeah,
not watching
I
his
know
stream.
what you're talking about. Yeah.
No, he's not going for the jar. He's in the Bicula room. He just
Yeah, I
can't
need
get away
to.
from it.
Bicula clipped into that little hole there. Like, how did he get in there?
I'm pretty sure like the second half of this race is just the two of them doing every little trick they know how to do and glitch they know how to do in the game.
Apparently, Max has never seen that cheesy. How have you guys? This is like the cheese I grew up with. Just like literally craft American cheese in a package. The package looks the same as the singles. There's just not 16 extra pieces of plastic inside the package.
I've never seen.
I've only seen with the plastic.
I've never seen American cheese without the plastic.
Yeah.
Honestly, it tastes different too. I didn't like the singles as much because, like I said, I grew up with the non-single kind, and like I wasn't used to the single flavor. Not that it's bad. It's just like I preferred the other one better, I guess. So.
Do you have any there now?
No, I don't. I usually at this point actually just get the deli stuff because it's even cheaper.
Have you ever had the deli slices and then they throw everything in the package and then you can't peel anything off, even like a.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate that.
I hate that too. That's the one downside to getting the deli stuff, even though it's cheaper. Yeah, you get the stuff stuck together. Or whenever I get roast beef at the deli, I swear I watch them slice it and then I go into the package and I'm sliced like. I'm just pulling out chunks of roast beef like it's still like chuck steak or something. I'm like, what is the deal? So I don't know.
What is your worst experience with cold cuts there, Dark Magician?
Oh, when you go to the deli and you tell them to slice it thin, and so like Justin was saying, they either shave it completely or they give you like ham chunks that are like 2 inches thick, and you're just like, I can't eat this.
There's
Hey,
nothing.
might as well.
Yeah, there's
Go
nothing
ahead.
more annoying to me than when like the deli person like presents the slice to me and be like, "Is this okay?" It's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, yes, it's fine. Like, I don't know how thick things are supposed to be. Do you just email my deli and tell them that I'm going to cause a problem?
They made a note in their chart.
Oh yeah, I definitely have a note in my chart wherever I go.
I'm trying to find a picture. Okay. I think it's really I looked up Kraft American cheese and like the first 18 singles. So you guys are right. They're like way more common singles, but like
Maybe you get that one package in the case that's like the variant. It's like the rare one. It comes without the plastic wrapping. It's probably worth something. You should, stake it out and sell it on eBay.
yeah, let me
It's like that Oscar Mayer promotion that they did where they released a whole bunch of hot dogs and they put a gummy bear in the middle.
That link is
I am
817 characters long. Hold on, I'm copying this into like a notepad thing and I'm counting letters.
I am sorry. Picture links are like always like when I do that. I don't know how to internet properly. CF is just about to beat the game here. Was that a double in the end there?
He died to Thunderbird while I was looking at this link.
Well, I'm watching this link heading to Dark Link.
It doesn't show you the cheese, but it shows you the package and how, like every other one says individually. These ones are just the Deli Deluxe. I don't know. Do I have to like actually buy a pack of this now to take a picture and show everyone?
We have an
You
official.
have to stream it, not just show the picture.
Yeah.
Stream it and
And
I'll
you-
just eat the whole pack.
You got to chew it into the mic as well, at least one slice. By the way,
Like,
Johnny
you could just take all 16 and bite into them.
Johnny Stats has just sent me a message. That link was one word and 258 total characters.
Damn.
Too many to be on NES.
Yeah, apologies. I should have used a link shortener or whatever one of those things is.
And that is the game for CF207 right there. He's finishing up at a time of 1 hour, 39 minutes, and 55 seconds.
Yeah, GG's to CF. GG's to both of you guys for finishing those quote unquote runs out.
I don't know if you guys were watching my camera or not, but
oh yeah, absolutely. I think you
right.
pretty, as Larry would say, the will to play the game to your vessel at approximately 25 minutes into that run. I think so. Looks like you were having a good time after that. Kind of laughing at yourself almost.
Almost. And I was in hysterics at some points.
Yeah, you were. You actually made me laugh by the absolute hysterical laughter that you were giving off. I had you guys both muted, but I could just see that you were laughing.
Oh, I have my mic off, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Looks like we got CF in here. I think he's getting his mic, maybe. He can't hear or speak to us right now, according to Discord.
I'm hoping he comes into chat just blaring, like pinging red.
Motorin!
Yeah, something like that.
Did you already play his song?
I played one of his songs. We're going to celebrate this race, one of the best races in the tournament so far, with the classic CF207 cut right after this.
Oh, absolutely. You guys stick around for that. By the way, if you guys don't come to this channel often, you should. Everyone should follow Larry. There's going to be a lot of stuff happening here in the next few months and the foreseeable future. Good times.
Yeah, he's on mute, so I don't know if he realizes that. But
Oh, he looks like he can hear us now. He unmuted his speakers. But we still cannot hear him.
Who knew Coach Crab was in this tournament?
In the Zelda 2 tournament?
It was a Discord, I can hear you, you can't hear me joke.
Does Coach play this game?
He plays the randomizer.
Plays
like
the
once,
rando, right?
Once in a while, yeah. Randomizer by Dig Shake. That's how you find it on Google.
Absolutely. I think CF's troubleshooting his audio sources here.
I mean, if I'm
see part of the stream.
If I'm CF or Dark Magician, I probably take just as long to start doing the post game commentary as I do the game itself.
Yeah, why not? I ain't got nothing to do.
So, chat, if you have any questions for our runners, please post them in chat right now. We'll ask them.
I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's your Halloween costume?
I'm going as... you have to tell me what kind of pajama pants you were wearing, because I'm going to go as you.
How'd you know I was wearing pajama pants?
Because when you died and got up and threw a fit, I saw exactly everything you were wearing.
I'm obviously going as Hermione Grinder. If you guys saw that costume that I posted today.
Oh, CF is here. Hello,
Top
CF.
student at Chalkboards, baby.
They're Mickey Mouse Christmas pajamas, by the way.
Oh, I was guessing some sort of video game, but I guess that could... We'll just call him KH3.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit, CF. Let me crank the volume. Give it another go.
Hello?
Hello.
I got CF at max volume. I can barely hear.
Same.
CF with the super quiet mic. Obviously using a string attached to 2 paper cups.
Any better?
It is a little better, yeah.
That is better, yeah.
Okay.
First question, what is your favorite flavor of Starburst?
Red.
Red.
Ah, damn.
Does anybody answer in actual flavors, or is everyone just answering colors?
Red is the flavor.
I was with a girlfriend one time.
I always answer in colors, too. When you said strawberry, I was like, is that...
dude, I dated this girl. I'm like, okay, I'm at Sonic. Like, Sonic's a big trip, so I'm getting it on the way from home from work. There was like one within like 45 minutes of us. What flavor drink do you want? Like slush, blue. Like, what is blue? Like, can you give me a flavor? I don't know, the blue one. It's like, all right, we're breaking up.
All right. We're breaking. Amazing.
But yeah, CF. So we played your song to start off. You want to talk about your music?
Well, it's all just dumb video game parodies, you know, mostly just to make fun of BGT and to have fun with our community.
Mind if I link it in chat?
Yeah, go right ahead. I would just warn any potential listeners that my singing is awful. It's pitch corrected and it's still awful. So you've
It's
been
amazing,
warned.
CF. Shush. Everyone click that link right now and blast your speakers.
Do you have anything to say about this this run right here?
Like, what couldn't I say about it? Every damn thing that could have went wrong did go wrong, and then went wrong some more.
If you didn't do it wrong, Dark Magician did it wrong on his end. So you guys like fluffed the whole game. It was great.
Yeah, we could easily splice this and make it a 2-hour run.
I think it could get up there with my 96-hour Super Mario 2 run.
That was
Damn.
yeah, that was legendary, that race, without a doubt. But so you fold 0-2. Dark Magician somehow improves to 1-1. What are you guys gonna do next round? Anything better? Are you guys gonna work on anything? Any practice at anything at all?
No.
I think I'm gonna have a drink before the race and schedule the race later at night, so I'm not as wound up, and I don't have. Similar to Dark Magician, I have an interference factor when I'm trying to play video games. So
My suggestion, I saw you playing the game a little bit before the race. Don't even play the game the same day you race. I don't know what it is, but at least for me, I feel like the best I am at the game is the first time I play it in any given day. So
I don't know. Some administrator told me about not running hacks, so I put my gold card in, and it's been just it since then.
I did really enjoy the horse head graphic that you threw up there for both treks through the room. It was amazing. Got me good, actually. I was in the middle of saying something and I completely forgot what I was even saying because of the laughter. So
Yeah, I had to hold off because I was laughing pretty much as well. But yeah, so we had some fun. Thanks for letting us do this.
Well, thanks for commentating. It's been my dream to have Angry Larry and Justin commentate one of my races.
Yeah, we'll try to get another one if we see some matchups we like,
We'll actually do some commentating in that one too.
Maybe. I don't know about that.
But I would prefer a little bit more discussion about deli meats and favorite restaurants.
Oh, we had deli meat conversation. Don't
We
worry
did.
about that. Yes.
That came towards the end, actually. That was recent conversation.
We got it in there though.
Yep. CF, have you ever heard of American cheese that is sliced but not individually wrapped?
Yeah, that's what the government sells to public schools so they can
See, that's
poison
what-
you at lunchtime.
That was our reaction too.
That's like what I grew up with, so I guess I'm getting the bad stuff. I don't know. I always thought singles were just as bad, though, right? I mean, it's like American cheese singles is like the worst kind of cheese you can eat, right? It's gotta
Well,
be.
yeah, American cheese barely counts as cheese.
Yeah.
CF, did you ever have American cheese that doesn't melt?
No.
Why? Like now, I feel like Justin, man. Like, why does nobody believe me? I have purchased American cheese before, unwrapped it, put it on bread, put it in the toaster, and had the bread literally catch on fire. And the American cheese is like, I can just turn the thing upside down. The cheese slice would just plop onto the plate, like intact. Like
You
never
can
moved.
put cheese in the toaster, dude?
Dude, there's two ways to make it. The good way where you put it on the pan with lots of butter and fry it, and then like open faced in the toaster. You just put one slice on each bread, put it in the toaster, pop the
Oh,
lever
you
down.
mean like a toaster oven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
you
no,
meant
not
like an
into
actual slotted toaster.
No,
that you're
this is not-
pushing the cheese down.
No, this is
into.
not 1950. I don't know anybody who has those things, man. We have the trays that
Dude.
come out. Yeah.
I do it more ghetto than you because I don't have a toaster, and I actually toast the bread put the cheese on it, and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Nice.
So that's, I mean, it sounds probably disgusting, but it's really not that bad. Just you don't get the butter effect on the toast.
No.
Oh, you're missing out. You use mayonnaise, not butter.
Mayonnaise? I could try that. I got some mayonnaise, I think.
Actually, I don't know how that'll work in a toaster oven though.
It doesn't. Like, you don't do butter at all in the toaster. You just, like, bread and put the... Like, let me say, it's not the best way to even eat it. But, like, sometimes you just want it quick. Because it takes a little while to heat the pan, put the butter, grill it on both sides, and, whatever. Then you got to clean the thing. Like, screw that. I don't want to clean anything. I'll just put it in the toaster and just leave the crumbs in there until the day I throw the toaster out.
Right on.
Yeah, great story. For more on that story, make sure you follow me and everyone else. But thanks for joining us, guys.
Thanks for hosting and commentating.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm going to kick you guys out now because we're going to go ahead and play my favorite cut from CF's collection, where I have a co-writer's credit to it. Hope you guys enjoy this one. It was a lot of fun to make. And CF did a great job. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and see you guys later.
Let the groceries hit the floor. Let the groceries hit the floor. Let the groceries hit the floor. Let the groceries hit the Remember to pay to get the London soap free. Find the shampoo or remember cat food. 1, someone's got to get. 2, someone's got to get. 3, someone's got to get out of my way. Let the groceries hit the floor. 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 This card, crack screen on your phone. You made a big list and forgot it at home. You wanted in and now you are here. Driven by hate and consumed by fear. Let the groceries hit the floor. 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 1, bag up the food. 2, swipe the credit card. 3, sign the receipt. 4, forgot the cat food. 1, something's got to give. 2, something's got to give. 3, something's got to give. Now!